All right, we are out here at the 10th anniversary of Green Festival in San Francisco. This is where the Green movement, really came together. Green America, Global Exchange, Kevin Danaher, Denise Hamler, Lisa Gravitz, people that are really activating this movement. But the movement isn't a movement until it goes mainstream. And that's one thing that I think Rev Yearwood right here has work to do. And first of all, I want to thank you, Rev, for your work with the Hip Hop Caucus and the strategic work that you did with Sierra Club, 350, NRDC, these nonprofit organizations in stopping, in helping to postpone, and I think stop the Keystone Pipeline and that success, that victory for the people. How did that movement coming together and working, how does that make you feel?
I mean, thank you. I think you do great work as well. Just marketing genius here. But no, I think that right now the movement, I think what you said, how we mainstream the movement is so important. But I think that pulling together groups like Sierra Club, NRDC, 350, and the list goes on and on and on. I think that we've changed the game a little bit, in which we've been able to now pull together Hip Hop Caucus into that process, so that they're not just a group that was a sign-on, but they're integral to the piece. Yeah. So now that Bill McKibben was reaching out, he wasn't asking us just to sign on to some letter, say, hey, can you show up and can you just bring a few people of color to the rally? No, he was like, listen, how do we really begin to meld one's cultural expression with one's political experience? And how do we begin to really meld that so that our movement can grow, so that we actually thought we were actually not going to be successful with the Keystone, so that we knew it to be long term. So we had no idea, but in that melding of all of us coming together, of different backgrounds, that was the next step. And so, no, it was fantastic. So, I mean, I think that this has been a paradigm shift, and I think that 2011 has created something from Madison to the Occupy Everywhere movement to clearly deal with the Keystone and the fighting with the tar sands movement, and also I think even with Troy Davis. I think that was huge as far as, something that began to bring a whole new generation to me and what it means to be active in this process. So I'm excited about 2012.
Yes.
I mean, I'm excited about what I think. I mean, with the air, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we had earthquakes, we had floods, we had disaster, but also we had so much movement moving forward. And I think even this president began to recognize that. And so I think that we are in a position now where I think that as a people-powered movement, we can make some tremendous change.
And when you talk about 2012, Rev, I think coming from you, somebody who has activated through your organization, the Hip Hop Caucus, so many people to go out and vote, register to vote, and get active in the political system. I think 2012 is an integral year for you. It's a key year, and you guys are going to be out there working the streets, educating people. What are some of the plans that you have for 2012?
Yeah, no, in 2008, we actually had the one vote day that we did with Respect My Vote, and in that process, we actually had a day in which we brought together 19 cities doing one vote on one day. We actually thought we would get about 10,000 people to vote, because we thought, okay, well, September 30th, if we get that, it'd be great. We registered to vote in one day, 32,000 people. But also, we were beginning to get felons more engaged and re-enfranchised, and also young people of color. Now, the problem with that is that since that time in 2000, because of those gains, there has been a pushback. So there has been a move to, shorten early voting, a move to have voter ID laws. There's been a lot of things that have been put in place since that time to really cut down on all those gains. And so we want to get our game up even more in 2012. And I think that we're going to really continue to get more people engaged in the process and continue to use more. That's why I'm trying to find my man Jesse from Maroon 5 and other people. So we're also going to mix it up. So it won't be just one sector of hip-hop, but we're going to mix all the different pieces into it as well.
Yes, and hip-hop and pop culture music, it plays an important, all that.
Chefs, entrepreneurs, all that has to be part of the process.
Bringing people together, and I'm gonna just sort of talk about something fun real quick, because I love your style, and I want to point out the hat, and you have been representing with the Occupy Wall Street hat. Before that, you had the No Keystone Pipeline hat, and Troy Davis. So I want people to go back, check out some photos, check out some videos, connect with Rev Yearwood.
Flickr. Hip Hop Caucus Flickr, and you can see all the history of the hats.
Yes, you see that movement happening, and seeing you out there representing, and I want to thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you.
I'm Dayna Raggerio, and I'm out here with Rev Yearwood of the Hip Hop Caucus. Show them some love and go out and vote in 2012.